Hi everybody, I'm Mario Braghieri from Istituto Marangoni Miami. Probably a lot of you are going to say, oh no, not these again. But yes, and be patient, we're going to have like some nice creative ideas for you about how to create your tote bag. As you can see, we created our own one, not our own one, but the one that we like to have. I will share in the link below the pattern with you. I took a picture, I put it on the mannequin, I tried to position it in the same way. I outlined the shape and the volume that I wanted. I think it was appropriate. And I also marked diagonally these darts that are the ones that will give the three-dimensionality to the bag. And here we made a little sample in paper. You see? The blue line here is a dart. I also made a mock handle, so I could test the measurement that was fitting exactly under the armpit as the picture. The final outcome, the one that you can download and put together, is going to have more or less this shape. This is the small one. That is the inner line, in case this one is too big for you or you don't like it. See? You have the darts to stitch and your outline shape. Let's move quickly through the sewing process. Then I will lead you through the creative part. Sewing is going to be extremely easy. You stitch the handle, both sides. The other side was already pre-sewn. If you want, you can trim some of the seam allowance, and then patiently you're gonna turn it inside out, like this. You can use a pencil or a little stick to fold it inside out. This is gonna be the finished product. Fold inside out, iron, and with a top stitch on the side. After this, you just have to close the corner darts of your tote bag, like this, see? Okay. Now let's move on the table so I can show you where and how to assemble it. After you stitch the darts, you have your handle and your facing. So you put your handle nice and flat like this. I suggest from the middle to leave between 6.5 and 9 according to the big tote. You position your handle, you put the facing on top, and then you stitch all across. Let me go and do it for you. Okay. It's simple. You create like two half shells, the handle, the facing. Then you fold one over the other. Like this. You stitch all the way around like a big U. Leave this part open, please. Okay? Let me do it for you. You stitch it all the way around. And finally, you can fold your bag inside. Facing goes in. I would like to do a top stitching to block the facing inside though, to make it more stable. Let me do this quick. See, you block your facing and your top back is done. But this is what you can see everywhere in every tutorial or so. So we like to make it a little more creative now and challenge you as I challenge myself in find a different solution for this. Or more creative, or alternative, or more fancy, or more sustainable. But the point is, use what you have. I show you what I could do, just like digging in my working space. And then I would like that you post on our Instagram, on our YouTube or Facebook, what you could do. That is what I would like you to see, okay? Okay, I came up with a couple of different solutions. So, or you cut your pattern out of an alternative material that you can find. For example, this shower curtain could be totally viable. Or, as I thought it was more creative, I'm gonna use the pattern and a base of cotton to create alternative materials. For example, if I cover this toile base with this sort of a yellow lace, I can provide the consistency to have my tote back in a very delicate material. And I think that it's also cool looking and totally Miami vibe with this bright yellow. Being a big guy, I also discovered that I can totally put a base of cotton under a big shirt and have my gigantic tote bag shirt looking like. It's even Ralph Lauren. You see, I prepare my shoulder straps already. I like to keep the detail of the placket. And I'm considering the idea to use some cuffs as a decoration on the top. See, the front and the back. The shirt is probably too delicate, so I suggest you to put a layer of cotton underneath to give more consistency and more structure. Let's move on to some more samples. For example, I had this piece of old Japanese silk that I found in a garage in California. The right side is stained and old, but I like the wrong side and the Japanese vibe, which is actually pretty trendy at the moment. And so as you can see, the work is in progress already. And last but not least, my old broken jeans tote bag. I used the base in cotton. I disassembled the jeans also according to how broken they were. I'm using the waistband for the handle. I put the belt loops, and I'm gonna use the pockets as utility pockets for when you go shopping. This is gonna be my outside part. What I thought was going to be the under part, it's more plain. So we could further play with it, like military pockets, patch a fun t-shirt on top, cut letters out of another t-shirt. As you can see, there's no limit to creativity on this type of garment. I think it's nice, we can recycle, and you can show us your creativity. I want to show what you can do. Now I let you go because I have to go finish all these tote bags. So I'm pretty busy. Bye. And this is the last one. You see, we can do a lot with very little stuff. Bye.